Hello, Twin Minds here. Welcome back to Autonauts. I have made quite a few changes, mostly fixing many of my mistakes. So let's cover some of that before we get into something new. So first off, there's a whole bunch of bad logic. I had some robots that have basically just stopped working entirely because I told them to repeat until a box is full. And, well, if you tell something to repeat until a box is full and that box becomes full, they stop altogether. So I had to change some of that logic, and it's fine. Stuff like this one, told it to go back to repeating forever and just do a little logic check to see if the box is full or not before it does anything. It's fine. I have named all of my mushroom-related robots. We have Mikey or Mickey, depending on how you want to go with that, and then Miko, and then Mike and Micah. And they are part of the mycologist team, as you would expect. I also have my berries over here, Barry and Carrie. And then I have named most of my robots that are do the winding, mostly Duracell, Energizer, and Winder. Nothing too exciting there. Now, we also have figured out the logic for creating new robots automatically. It wasn't too hard. I was trying to make it more complicated than it needed to be. Ultimately, I have 3 robots doing it. I have one robot grabbing a seed and a log, dumping it on the pile, one robot grabbing a pole, dumping it on the pile, and another one for the planks. And I have them set to just check to make sure this thing isn't full. So if there's a robot sitting there, don't bother making another one. That's a nice little piece of automation, because I was making all those robots by hand. All of these robots were made by hand. So that was nice. Also over here, you can see a bunch of stacked storage boxes. What I have going on here is 2 robots that are set to move poles and planks to any blueprint that I put in this area. So if I move these boxes out of the way, and then add on a whole bunch of new boxes, they get to work building those boxes. It'll work mostly for boxes and plank, or these storage crates here. If I need to automatically build other things, I can add other robots if other materials are needed. So they'll just do their thing whenever I want to build stuff automatically. And then as you saw, I can move them off to the side or to their new location whenever I want to. So for example, in the future, when I decide that I want to start, I don't know, farming cotton for example, I can just move these boxes over by the cotton, get the bot logic set up, and we're all good to go. Which, by the way, I will probably be doing at some point in the future. Cotton, pumpkins, wheat, clay, all sorts of fun stuff that we're probably going to need. But for right now, I want to do some science. So I'm just going to put the science right over here. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy just yet. Science. Right there. That's it. I'm just going to build the science machine. It's going to take a few materials, but I happen to have a lot of materials. So I will build this, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. And with that, we have a science machine done. You're ready to begin your exciting journey of scientific discovery. Indeed. All available research is summarized here. Click on an entry to see what you need to research and all related technology unlocked. You can now research any of the level 1 technology. Okay, so technology for level 1, looks like we throw in 20 WUV and a stone to get better tool technology. Alright, looks like various amounts of love and various other bits and bobs to learn how to do other stuff. Alright, I can dig it. Now we also have other things unlocked here. Fruit farming and vegetable farming, but we also have to do things like research cooking to unlock that. So let's test out researching a thing and see what that does. Let's go with the simplest one, 20 WUV and a stone. Why does it say 50 WUV? Ah. Got it, okay. So you have to select which one you're learning first. Okay, this seems doable. I have tons of WUV laying around. Before I told my bot to stop throwing berries down their gullet, That was another piece of logic I had to fix. But yeah, we'll do a stone and 20 WOV. Oh, it does it one at a friggin' time. I can't just shove it all in there. Alright, definitely need a bot for this. So let's teach a bot how to do research. So, bot, over here. Come learn how to do research. You grab WOV out of the storage. And, oh sure, why not repeat that until your hands are full. Dump WOV. Repeat that until your hands are empty. Do that forever and always. Dr. WOV. Alright, do that please. No problem. And apparently for this science planning, I need to research 12 different things. So that's more of a long-term goal, which is fine. I'll just probably unpin that so I don't have to look at it. And I'm going to wait until this finishes to see what that looks like. Alright, science completed. We have the crude hand net to catch bait and leeches, interesting. The fishing stick, I'm assuming to fish with. The wooden mallet to get seeds, sticks, fruit, and the like from trees, it says, okay. And then a crude blade to do blade-related things, I'm sure. Alright, science is complete. Let's just go ahead and have it start on the next one, because that's going to take some time. Bot, are you doing a thing? Or does that require a plank first before it'll start? Let's find out. Yep, requires the plank first before it'll start. That's fine by me. Now you have another 50 WOV to work with. Alright, so the next thing that it wants me to do is either fruit trees or pumpkins. The pumpkins, I think, are going to be a little bit more effort because I only see one on the map. So let's do the farming fruit first. I think that'll be the easiest to work with. And the closest one that I've got is here, but I also have a few more this away. I don't really know where I want to put it all though, because I have so much space. It wants me to plant 20 fruit trees. So probably going to go with the 25. And what if we just made another space like this, kind of near here? Sure. Let me do that. All right. Next research is complete. I have a crude backpack upgrade. Upgrade sounds handy. Crude bucket for carrying liquids. A barrel, I'm assuming for liquids, same with the silo. And a good workbench. Ooh, a good workbench you say. I don't know what that's for yet, but we'll find out. Alright, I just taught this little robot here to dig up a little patch of ground. I'm gonna have to move all this dirt out of the way, or this turf out of the way. We'll figure out where I want to put that later. But for right now, he's just gonna dig a nice little patch for that fruit tree. I also need... I think I need another workbench. I don't know if I want to do a good workbench yet. So let's do a regular workbench. And I will just get that building over here. Never mind. My two robots that are over here ready to build that thing, they don't actually do either of those materials, so that's fine. That's fine. Let me go ahead and move that somewhere a little bit closer to the log storage. And I'll just build that by hand here. Okay, so this crude workbench will be responsible for building hammers. I think it can do that. It can do that. Log and pole, great. So this will go over here. And I will need to do a very similar logic to this one, where I will need to teach you to grab a log, dump it here, grab a pole, and drop that on the thing. Build a hammer. Great. Do that until this thing is full, and then do that all forever. Great. Grab a hammer, bring you down this way. He's going to build another hammer, which is great because I'll need that in a moment here. Oh, I apparently have another charging situation. My charging situation is still not perfect. It's better, but it's not perfect. Also, I have a hard time finding my bots when they're all wedged in the trees like that. I'm not entirely sure how to deal with that situation. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need them working right now anyway. Whatever. Don't worry about it. New bot needs to learn how to beat a fruit tree. Robot, you come here, grab a hammer, and then come over here. Actually, let's do that if first. If hands are empty, go get a hammer. That's good. Now come over here and hit this tree. Great. There's an apple. Perfect. Do that forever. And the fruit tree area is going to be a 5 by 5. And it's going to be centered right about there. Alright, do that. Oh, yeah, he's going to get a mallet. It's fine. Let's go ahead and dump that mallet over here. Are you done yet? He's not done yet. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I have taught that guy how to dig holes now, which is great because that will help me. I've also stacked up all of the turf. Just kind of sitting there. Don't really know what else to do with it. It's fine though. And this guy is just slowly hitting this tree with hammer. And I'm just going to keep on planting trees, because I don't really need to teach guys how to do that. And I think I'm going to help the process by hitting a few more trees with hammers. No, he lost his shovel again. Poor guy. And while we wait for all of that to continue happening, since it's going to be a little bit of a slow process, I'm going to grab a stash of boxes here, like so. And I'm going to grab this apple, drop it here, because it doesn't particularly matter where that came from. Oh, I'm gonna go charge up this robot. I probably should have a bot charging those guys, shouldn't I? So that they're ready to go off the gate. That'll be a thing I'll do. Probably at some point. Alright, so you, come with me. Learn how to pick up apples. Do that until your hands are full. And then drop them off in the box until your hands are empty. And do all that forever. Perfect. You are now an apple-carrying robot. That is your life. Congratulations. And meanwhile, we're just going to keep on planting all these apple trees. Alright. And there is the final apple. Great. I got a clown's dungarees and a Mad Hatter's hat. Wonderful. Great. I don't know if I want to wear clown's dungarees ever. But I have my little apple orchard planted, and they're growing slowly. My apples are filling up in the box as we speak. And I also have my bot working on the next little territory here, which I didn't set up correctly. Hey, buddy, could you stop? I forgot to tell him to chill his area a little bit. There we go. Now you may continue. Just gonna fix that little dirt problem that I made with him helping. Probably gonna have to move those out of the way. I don't know if he can dig with them there. We'll find out, I guess. He can do it. Great, good for him. I'll have to move him anyway at some point because I'm about to plant something there. Now, I've got my robot building the wooden mallets. I'm gonna need another one, I suspect, building the blades. So, crude blade is 2 stone. Let's do that. I have my little massive pile of stone here from when I cleared out a boulder in my territory. Now this blade, it's in my hand now. Do I use it on the pumpkin? I do not. What do I do with this blade? Unless, here's the part where I probably need to look into the good workbench. Let's do that next. And I decided to throw that over at my area over here so my robots can at least put planks and poles on there, which they just finished. And we now have the good workbench, which can do signs and direction signs. Alright. I don't know exactly what those are for, but I'll have to look those up or experiment with them a little bit. But this did not give me anything to do with the blade. I probably have more to learn. Is there a tools, advanced tools that I need? Farming technology. Farming technology. That's a research I should be doing. Okay, let me take that. Come over here. Farming technology. Perfect. Alright. I kind of almost entirely forgot that I built the research thingy and I forgot that I needed to use it for stuff. So that's incoming. That's going to be a little bit of time because there's a lot of wove needed. Alright, so I have created several messes for myself. What I probably should do is I should probably stop here, because clearly my brain's not in anything other than making messes. Probably not the best plan. So, I'm probably going to take a little bit more time to clean up some of my mess, because this looks like chaos. And I'm kind of okay with it, but still, I need to understand the chaos to work through it. And I don't think I'll make you sit through my thought process of trying to figure out how to work through this chaos, because I'm not sure I know how to do it yet either. So, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.